Do you want to track your spending habits better, whether that's for you personally or for your business? Do you want to fire your bookkeeper? How about your accountant while we're at it?
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. You're fired.
In today's video, I'm going to show you how to use AI to categorize all of your credit card transactions. Now, you're not going to believe how easy and simple this is to set up. And you're going to want to stay tuned to the end to see how accurate and well this performs. Let's dive in. All right, now to set this up, we're going to need three things. First, we're going to need a Google Sheet of our credit card transactions. Second, we're going to need a Zapier account. Now, yes, Zapier does cost money. However, I think it's well worth it with the amount of things that it can automate. And third, we're going to need an OpenAI API key. Now, for the Google Sheet, I went ahead and exported one of my credit card statements and transaction lists. And now I did change the data to some dummy data, and that's because, well, I didn't really want the internet knowing all the weird things that I spend my money on. So I went ahead and replaced the data with some dummy data here. You can see I have the date, the description, the amount, the extended details, what it appears on your statement as, the address, city and zip, country, a unique reference number. Now this was automatically included in my transaction list. However, if you don't have a reference number, you are going to want to put in like a new column called ID and just go down the line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because each row is going to need a unique identifier that Zapier can pick up so that it can update the row. And then we have our category column, which AI will return our category from the transaction data. Now, let's head over to Zapier to see how I set this up. Here we go. In Zapier, I created a Zap and I called it Categorize Credit Card Transactions. And the first step is we're going to trigger based on a spreadsheet update. So I logged into my Google account. I have the trigger credit card transactions, which is the spreadsheet. Sheet 1, which is the worksheet we want to look at, and trigger column, any column. So any time I update the spreadsheet, it's going to ask ChatGPT, what category does this transaction belong to? The next step is to take that updated row and send it to ChatGPT. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Text DaVinci 003 model, and we're going to say, using the information below, please return the category this transaction belongs to. Try to use common categories that are repeatable. Return only the category. And then I give it the description, the extended details, the appears on your statement as, and the amount columns. For the temperature, I turned it down to 0.2, and that's because we don't want ChatGPT getting creative on this exercise. We want it to stay tried and true and stick to the script. We want to know what category that this transaction belongs to. I put a maximum length of 100, which is more than enough for it to return a category, and I changed top P to 0.3. Next, we're going to grab that row that we just used, and we're going to do that by that reference column. Again, this needs to be a unique identifier. So if you don't have a reference column, you're going to want to create a column and call it ID or unique identifier. That way, Zapier can pick up which row we need to update. And then it's going to take the row that we just updated with that reference, and it's going to put the ChatGPT response into the category field. Now, I am on the starter plan for Zapier, so it runs every 15 minutes. So I'm going to publish the Zap, and I'll let you know how it turns out. All right, so the Zap just ran, and the results are incredible. We have Green's Tavern. It categorized it as a restaurant and a bar. City water bill as utilities. Pet supplies as pet care. Dunkin' Donuts as coffee shop. Publix is groceries. Our cell phone bill is utilities. Our Amazon marketplace is shopping. Our gym membership under fitness. Walmart under groceries. Starbucks coffee shop. You can see here that it did the task accurately and we didn't have to lift a finger. Do you see how powerful this can be? This allows us to run reports so we can track our spending weekly, monthly, quarterly, and even for the whole entire year. All we have to do is just add our credit card transactions to this Google Sheet. Zapier is going to pick it up, and OpenAI and ChatGPT is going to automatically categorize it for us. How cool is that? So there you have it. This dead simple Zapier workflow is going to automatically update our credit card transactions and categorize them so that we can pull weekly, monthly, or quarterly reports on how we're spending. And if you like this video, please go ahead and consider subscribing, liking the video, or even dropping a comment below and letting me know if you set this up to track your spending. And with that, I'll see you in the next video.